Hello everyone, welcome to this next video, part 2 in the World of Warcraft Let's Play. Today we're going to look at the next area of Shenzin Zoo, or the Wandering Isle, and we're going to talk a little bit about the lore of the zone whilst we're doing some quests. We're probably going to finish the singing pools today, and then we're going to move on to the next area, which is the farmland down here. The Wandering Isle. It is a giant turtle. As you can see by the fins, their head, those there. Shenzin Zoo is a turtle that Liao Lang, a ancient Pandaren from Pandaria, took millennia ago when he wished to explore the world instead of being sealed by the mists. Something that Emperor Xiao Hao wanted to do. Now, the Pandaren that left with Liao Lang continue to thrive on the turtle. It's now the size of a small city, and they practice with mock combat to learn martial arts, where they have settled a new life for themselves. However, recently, a new issue has awakened within the Pandaren in Shenzin Zoo, because it has started to spiral crazily towards the Maelstrom. Now, the Maelstrom is right. Okay, I can't zoom out. It's probably because they don't know where the Wandering Isle is, because it's moving. But the Maelstrom is in the center of the World of Warcraft map, and is a dangerous, cataclysmic typhoon, which would kill all the Pandaren on board Shenzin Zoo. To stop this, our Pandaren have been sent to collect the 4 spirits of the elements, so that we can go and visit Shenzin Zoo on a water balloon, on a hot air balloon, where we will be able to talk to him, find out what's wrong, and hopefully get him back on course. So that's the lore for the Wandering Isle. We'll pick up some more stuff as we go along, but for now we're just going to try and get through the singing pools. We're also going to pick up our professions here, as the profession trader is around. We're going to go with leatherworking, I think. So training in skinning, and then we're going to train in leatherworking. No, that's not it. Oops. Right, so we need to pick up a skinning knife. I'm also going to sell some stuff whilst we're here. I'm going to keep that trainee called because it is a nice belt. Okay, so now that we have our skinning knife, it means that we're going to be able to pick up the skin from dead animals if they are skinnable. So we're going to pick up some quests, and we'll try and find some of those as we go along. But the reason I pick skinning is because it's easy to just do whilst you're running around the place. So we need to talk to Asa down here. We'll turn into a skunk. Good to see you again, Sunpo. This is the pool of the skunk, as I'm sure you noticed. Over the many ages of Shenzin Zoo, animals have died in some of these magical pools. Through their deaths, their spirits were infused into the waters, and anyone touching these waters will take their form. There are several cursed pools here, some more dangerous than others. Through meditation, I intend to find a route to locating Shu. In the meantime, he would benefit from practice and discipline. Your first task is the task of all trainees entering the pools. Cross the balance poles to the west and ring the bell without falling into the pool. Should you fall, the pool's curse will make it difficult to get on a pole again, so you'll need to return to the edge of the pool to start over. Oh, and beware the cranes. Okay, and we'll pick up as well. I require peace to perform my meditation. Practice your arts while I meditate on Shu's location. Other monks practice in combat and with their balance poles in surrounding pools. Engage them and defeat them. Okay, so we've got 2 quests there. I was just going to say, I'm going to read out the quests that I deem to be main story quests, and I'm going to avoid reading out the side quests for now. So we've got to hop on one of these poles and then beat the shit out of some of these. There you go. Again, once our heirlooms are going to help us quite a lot here. See him taken care of. We'll fight her off. Leap over here. These guys aren't very good, are they? Especially when compared to us. Remember when I was playing as a mage on here or a priest, you could just cast a spell to one of these ones that are far away, which gave you a little bit of an unfair advantage, but... Okay, so now we've run the training bell, we need to hop down into these waters because we need to get these bamboos. Unfortunately, that's going to make us a target for the cranes, who like to eat frogs, apparently, so we're just going to take these guys out. And unfortunately, the cranes don't realise that this frog is carrying heirlooms and double daggers, and is going to take out anyone that comes near him. There you go.
I am out of rage.
So we've got to pick up 8 of these hard-tailwood reeds so that we can give them to, oh god, I think his name was Joe Ironhead. Gather maybe some no question why I do, and then observe the results. Okay, we'll find out in a second. But he has this Joe Ironbrow, that's the name of him. And his thing in this zone is that we have to, in this area actually, is that we've got to pick up items that he deems to be difficult to break, and then he smashes them with his forehead until we find something that he can't do. Right, so with that sorted, we're going to hop over here. All of these quests are ready to turn in now, so we'll go with turn in Joe's first because he's the less important character before we go over to the story one list again. Jojo Ironbrow, there you go. Okay, so we give those bamboos back. Okay, so he smashed those. Now we head back to Asa, which it appears has got a vision of a Pandaren playing with a water spirit.
In time, all answers become clear.
You're a quick study, she says. I'm going to put on this new belt. Okay. It seems Shu, the spirit of water, had a play companion when he came to the pool throughout the years. An old Pandaren we know as Old Man Liang. Liang moved away from the main town and stopped practicing in the pools some time ago. I am told he lives in a small house northeast of here, up the hill. Liang may know what has driven Shu away and where the spirit might be found. Go to Liang. Ask of Shu. Okay, so we need to go find this Old Man Liang. He's up there. So we're going to weave up this hill and find Liang. It's called Liang's Retreat. There he is. Visitors are rare up here, and you are welcome. It is nice to meet you, young rogue. Okay. Shu, the spirit of water, is eternally young, as are all the spirits of Shenzhen Zoo. I have been friends with Shu all of my life, but I no longer have it within me to play with him. I am old, and I lack the energy. For all his complexities, Shu is simple to please. He desires friendship. When I returned to play with Shu each season, I would always bring a sun pearl as a gift, and then we would play together. You can find a sun pearl in the pools to the southeast. Perhaps you can be his new friend. And then, there are dangers in the pools. The latest and most vicious are the water pincers. The time has come for their numbers to be diminished, and I am no longer up to the task. If you could clear out some of the water pincers, I would be very appreciative. Beware their numbers. Sometimes it's best to lure them from the poolside rather than wading all the way in. Well, luckily, thanks to her more decent gear... Excuse me. Sorry about that. Thanks to our more adept gear, we're going to be able to take out these water pincers pretty easily, so we're going to head over in. Speaking of which, we got our new ability, Ambush, which means that we can now backstab. Anyways, we'll see how much damage that does, because that might be quite fun to do on bosses and stuff. Yeah, look at that, instant kill. Okay, right. So don't wander all the way in, because you're just going to attract too much attention, but we're going to go for it.
I am out of range.
That's that one sorted, and then we're going to head down here. We have to go into the pool so that we can pick up a pearl from a shell. I think there's a like it's quite a strong enemy down here called Fang Shi. Luckily, again, thanks to our heirlooms, we'll be taking this guy out pretty easily. Because we now have the sun pearl, which is going to help us find Shu and hopefully become his new playmate.
What wisdom do you seek?
The decision to not return to the pools was a hard one. I don't think Shu ever truly understood. He doesn't know what it is like to get older and weaker. Shu's desires are not so old different from our own. He does not want to be alone, unwanted, unloved. He longs to be needed and to share his life with others. Knowing that, earning his trust is not terribly difficult. He just wants company.
Slow down.
And the water princes are strange creatures. They seem to be drawn to still water. Oh, we got level 7. No new abilities though. Shu, the spirit of water, is sulking in the deep pool to the north. Cross the rocks and then drop the sun pearl in the center of the pool. He'll know what this means. Coax Shu, the spirit of water, into a game. We're going to do some cool martial arts stuff here, ready? No? Okay, maybe not. There we go. Oh, look at that. So drop this in the center of the pool. Shu, the spirit of water. Okay, so he wants to play with us. So what we need to do here is find him when he's running around, step into this splashy area of water, and then he's going to throw us into the air. And you've got to do this 5 times. And there's 3. 4. And the 5th one. Awesome, there we go. So now we're going to go talk to Asa.
That looked pretty fun. And it looks to me like you made a new friend.
Excuse me, your new friend. We have done as Master Shang asked of us. I will return to the temple to inform the Master of our progress. You should continue south on the road to the farmlands to seek Wugu, the spirit of earth. Ji awaits you at the Dai Laos farmstead, and he'll be surely need your help. I must warn you, Ji can be reckless in his directness. Remember well the things I have taught you, discipline and patience. Speak to Ji at the Dai Lao farmstead. A cart is waiting near the road to take you there. And we're going to take Shu with us because he's now our friend, and we're going to end up with an entire group of these little elemental spirits following us around. Let's take the cart. We've managed to get through the singing pools today, so we're going to head over to the next area, the Dai Lao farmstead, and we're going to see how far through that we can get. We'll probably finish that today as well. So, Sunpo comes from these wandering isles. As a roleplay character, we need to work out what his motives are for leaving and why he finds it such a need to leave. One reason could be a yearning for adventure. Pandaren like Chen Stormstout, who is a very popular and famous one amongst lore, appeared in several of the Warcraft games prior to World of Warcraft being released. Could this be Sunpo's destiny, that he is someone who just wants to go on an adventure? Perhaps. If we make him an adventure, it can make him quite a light-hearted and kind fellow, or we can make him quite a dark individual. We'll have to see when we get into Azeroth and see how the quests play out. This is the Dai Lao farmstead. This area shouldn't take too long to complete, as I've done it quite a few times now, along with this entire area. Looks like a lovely place to live though. Look at all these carrots, Jesus. Okay, so now that we're in Dai Lao, we're going to help Ji to wake up Wugu, who has actually fallen asleep against the gong in the centre of town.
Welcome.
I'll keep trying to find ways to wake this stubborn little guy up, but there is no shortage of trouble on the island, it seems. The crops to the south are infested with vermin, rabbit-like thieves and pillagers. Rascals. They breed faster than we can kill them. I have the perfect solution for such a situation. Kill them faster. With you here, Sunpo, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so his motive seems to be more focused on killing everything. And then head of the Dilo farmstead says, recover some of the vegetables. Right, so when we go, we'll start on this side and work our way around the farmstead so we can pick up the vegetables as we're killing these guys. I am going to make this a walk in the park.
I am out of order. I do not have a target.
It's going to get more difficult, don't worry. Heirlooms don't just make everything like impossibly easy for you to kill. They just make things a little bit more easy, especially in the starting zones where you're just so buffed up that it's pretty impossible not to be overpowered. Okay, so this is some of the turnips. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. It's quite early in the morning here, and I have not slept very well. Speaking of which, this is going to be the last video in this small group of videos that I've been uploading in the last day or so. I'm going to be trying to just upload videos in quite a quick succession recently, purely because of the fact that I'm moving out of university and down to a different location. I'm moving back home for a couple of months over the summer holidays, and it's going to be very difficult to find time to record, but when I do, I'm going to record in a large block so that I can just cut these videos up and throw them over to you. But for the next few days, I think we're going to be taking a break from recording, which I don't really want to do, but I will need to just so that I can accommodate the fact that I'm moving house. And moving house is no easy feat, I'm sure any one of you will know. But now would be a good time for you to give me some feedback, as I've been going in this pretty blind so far, and I'd love to know what your opinion is. Leave some comments, like the video if you want to, and please be sure to subscribe if you like my content, because any encouragement really helps. I'm just going to get past these guys because I'm not really in the mood for that actually. We haven't actually found... Are these skinnable? No, we haven't actually found anything that's skinnable yet, which is a bit of a pain, but we'll find some eventually. I know there are tigers that are quite skinnable. Down there is where we're going to find some stuff to skin. Here are the pumpkins. Let's pick those up. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, if you want any videos on particular games, I've got a library of games on Steam that I'd be so up for playing with you. Recently I've been playing a game called Dino D-Day, which was 69p in the Steam Summer Sale, where you play a Allies Axis sort of Team Fortress 2 game, but the characters that you play as are either humans or dinosaurs, and it's such a fun game. Even if it's not perfect, it's just fun, and I'd love to play that with you guys sometime. If you like Team Fortress 2, then please watch my other video and let me know what you think of it. The Guild Wars 2 challenge is something that I set up about 2 weeks ago and I haven't done anything about. Now, let me explain this. Basically, I need to prepare myself for it because it's going to be a long haul one and I need to record a lot of it at once, which means that I'm going to be playing it for quite a long time, over a long period of time, and recently I burnt out quite a bit on the game. What I'm planning to do is to take a break for a little bit and then record a full block of videos and just cut them up and release them as the weeks go by. My challenge is still up though, and I will definitely be going into it, and if anyone else is trying it out, please give me some information as to you know, how you're doing, you know, how's it going, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, we're going to skip the story missions because I do want to get through this area. So we've got Jojo again. He's going to get some planks of wood this time. We're heading over to this windmill. Yeah, we're going to be able to finish the Dilau farmstead in this brief period of time as well, I think. And then next episode, we get to have the joy of heading over here, which is also where, guess what, more Hosen are. The Hosen being the irritating monkeys from the last episode. No, I was pretty adamant that there was a giant, like, boss, like, there he is. Okay, so we want to kill him. He's actually quite difficult for people that haven't got aliens, but luckily for us, we're just gonna completely destroy him there. Oh, we got an ability, evasion, increases your dodge chance. Okay, let's just pick up all the planks that we can here. Oh, good. Yeah, so I'll be taking a break for just a little while. Let me know what you think of these videos so far, if you like them. If the quality needs improving, I can record this in a higher HD, but it comes at the expense of having to upload it for like 10-15 hours, and I'm not sure if I'm okay with leaving my computer on for that long. That's just a personal preference of mine. I don't really like the fact that I have to stay up so long with videos processing and uploading. Right now, the last World of Warcraft video took about 6-7 hours to upload, and that was long enough as it is, especially when I'm actually trying to pack up a house at the moment. I wish I had a camera so I could show that on the video, but basically I live in a room the size of a cupboard, or the traditional student accommodation here in Canterbury, and I've got a giant pile of unpacked things on the floor next to me, and my computer is the only thing that's still set up, along with my microphone. So I thought I'd hop on here this morning, get some stuff sorted, and we're actually moving out this afternoon, so I'm technically procrastinating, but hey, there you go. Okay, so we've got everything.
I'm with you.
So we're going to ring the town gong, see if that'll wake up our guy. But it doesn't, and then we're going to get Shu to wake him up with a blast of freezing cold water. Hello, Shu. Cute, aren't they? I love the elemental spirits. I think I've got one as a pet, but I didn't buy the other ones because they're quite expensive. P. Pandaran Earth Spirit. I call him Banshee. He's cool. Okay, right, that's him. And now we've got to bring these spirits over to the Temple of the Five Dawns. So we're going to take that over, and then we'll say goodbye for now. This has been a really fun episode to record. Early in the morning, procrastinating against my responsibilities, but hey, there you go. Now, one of the main reasons I was holding off making videos for so long before, when I was playing my Let's Play of WildStar, was because of the microphone quality. And people, I just want you to tell me what you think of it. If it needs the volume set up, if it needs the volume set down. I've got a pop shield. I've got a I can't remember what it's called. And I've got a stand, whatever. And I've got a stand as well. It's a professional microphone for recording, and I'm wanting to use it a hell of a lot more because it costs £50, so I don't want to ignore that amount of price that I've spent on it. So please let me know what you think of the microphone. I'm going to be looking into podcasting as well, and if you think that that's something that I should involve the channel in, please let me know with that as well. I'd love to get in touch with people and find out what they think. If anyone wants to be in my videos, especially the ones where I'm in online games, then please give me a shout, because I'd love to play with some of you guys if you're watching out there. I know my viewer base is quite small at the moment, of just about me and myself, and then me when I check it like 10 minutes later, and then me when I check it about an hour later. 4 whole views, check that out. When people actually start to watch these videos, it'd be really nice if you could let me know what you think of all this stuff, alright? So we're pulling back into the Temple of the Five Dawns. We're going to go turn this quest in, and then we're going to follow G across a bridge to the next area where we try and find Asa. Excuse me one last time. Need to get my throat checked out. I've got a soother here, but I know that soothers are just sweets, so it's funny, if you look on a packet of soothers, soothers by the way, if you're in America, I'm not sure if they're in America, they're basically like advertised as cough sweets in Britain, but they actually don't say anywhere on the packet that they're cough sweets, they just say that they're sweets, and they do help with throats, probably as a placebo, I guess. Oh well, anyway, getting off topic. You have done well, student. 3 of the 4 spirits have been returned to the temple. We are close to the answers we seek. Okay, so we picked up some new stuff. The fourth and final spirit is Dafeng, the spirit of air. When he is not in the skies, he can be found on the ridge of laughing winds to the west. I've sent both Asa and G to help you find him. When you are ready, I will summon winds to carry you to the top of the temple. From there, cross the bridges to the west and find G in the Morning Breeze village. Okay, so we've been taken up on these winds, and then we're going to be dumped inside of the bridge. Another thing, of course, is the length of these episodes. If you want me to keep going for longer, then feel free to tell me to do that, but I think half an hour max is probably the best length I can do right now. Purely because of the size as well. Please just wait for me.
Hey, this way to Morning Breeze Village.
Okay, well he's just gonna fuck off, so thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.